Hi everyone, this is Owen here. Now, these videos or series of videos are a way to get 17 ACR's name out there so that people know who we are and start to engage and talk about us. Now, I hope you enjoy the rest of the videos, not just this video, but the videos that have yet to. Okay, hey everyone, I'm on Lakeville playing the T54 Mod 1. Now, this tank was actually gifted to me by a friend of mine. Um, but it's actually a exceptionally great tank for close quarters combat or short to mid-range engagements. So of course I'm going to avoid all of that and put it in a sniping role in the middle of Lakeville here, basically sniping down at tanks that cross the open that are spotted by my light tanks. Okay, everyone, I'm not the best of shots here, so do not expect anything great from me in that regard. But here we are trying to get some ambush shots, some surprise shots off as well as possible on these enemy tanks as they move across the open. You definitely need and should try to get as much damaging shots off as quickly as possible in the opening salvos of the game. It will definitely help out in the mid to late game when your enemies are on lower hit points than you, and you can use your own hit points to effectively trade against them. Now, blind firing is a valuable tactic for certain tanks. Not all tanks can effectively do this. You just have to bear in mind of your loadout and your ammo capacity in each tank, because it definitely varies. But in those tanks that it is a valuable tactic, it can work wonders, especially if you know that a tank destroyer is just camping bush back there waiting for you to approach. If you shoot him, he's gonna think he's spotted. He may pull back to where you can then cross an open field, a open path unopposed, and get closer to him. And for tank destroyers, it's definitely bad for the enemy to close in at times. Not always, not with all tank destroyers, but want the enemy at a distance. Now I aggressively pushed up here from my last position because I want to be at the forefront of fighting as much as possible along on this road. I pushed quite aggressively there and got somewhat punished for it. Now, one very obvious reason for pushing into this position is that I get flanking shots from here into those tanks that are pushing into town. But another very important factor is that I'm actually drawing fire from those enemy tanks that are in town, making it much more easier for my allies to push in and wipe out those tanks, and from there move on to the enemy's camp, to the enemy's base. Now, as you advance on the enemy, it's very important to keep a fast pace, a fast tempo going. And this team actually did exceptionally well because on the western flank, they held. In the middle, we helped push up, and in the town, they dominated from the middle, being dominated and helping out with the city push there. And now those tanks, those enemy tanks that are on the western front, they're just going to get encircled, essentially, and picked apart. Now, at the end of this match, nothing exceptional happens due to the fact that our team simply dominated and pushed these few tanks into one corner of the map. Oftentimes, you'll see gameplay videos of players doing 7,000 to 8,000 damage per match, which is great and all, but oftentimes you don't see how they got there. The reason why they did certain things and not do others. Now, there are many channels out there that are dedicated to making you a better World of Tanks player. But what I will say is that join us. Be a part of this experience, this experiment that we call 17 ACR.